welcome to my channel. Welcome to a fabulous unboxing. I know I'm late to the game. There's no pretty stickers on this. It's one of these. Alright, let me leave that on the floor while I do the whole rigmarole. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Like, comment, share. Let me know what your favourite thing is from this box. And yes, we will crack on with the Black Needle Society, and this is the Murder Mystery box. Now, bad news is the Murder Mystery Retreat is all over, but the box, like, it's just fantastic. Yes, I have had to watch spoilers. This t-shirt was bought for the retreat as well, well, can you say, it says, a stitcher cannot survive on cross stitch alone. They also need a they also need their murder mysteries. So Athena from Stitching Goddess Designs designed this, and we could have had it in time for the retreat if the international mailing wasn't so doggone slow. But if you're interested in any kind of t-shirt, she does Hogwarts, she does all sorts of sassy phrases, and she's got t-shirts in stock, so please go and check her out, Stitching Goddess Designs. She's also here on YouTube as that channel, so go check her out. She is part of the Black Needle Society, chickadees. Alright, now, spoiler card, which you get, which should say, excuse me, Novels and Needles Murder Mystery. This was a whodunit. Katie has actually said that she wouldn't do a whodunit again, although we had so much fun. Excuse me. I don't know why she wouldn't do it again, but it's the Novels and Needles. So last year, before I even knew about the Black Needle Society, they did Austen in something. Lost in Austen, maybe? Austen, all about Jane Austen. This one is all about murder mysteries. Okay, so there is their usual confetti, which is this stuff. Thankfully, it's corrugated paper. Alright, and what have we got? We've got lots of stuff, but first of all, here's an evidence bag. Yeah. As I said, I do know the spoilers. This is really cool, but look, this isn't just any old evidence bag, and this is something that I suppose the others haven't gone into. It's got all this detail on it. So you've got agency, item number, case number, date of collection, time of collection, collected by, description of evidence, location of collection. The people who printed this must have had a ball, because they must have been going, is this for police? Yeah. Type of offence, spent US style. Victim, suspect, chain of custody, received from, by, date, time. 3 times. I mean, it's good. Alright. In the evidence, ooh, gosh. It's been fingerprinted too. Look, it's all black dusted. It's probably meant to be like that. If you do use this for cooking though, you maybe lose some of the finer touches. Maybe don't. Just keep it. You have just been poisoned. Okay, hint number 1. Maybe. I love that it's being fingerprinted. Sorry, I'm maybe giving away to. Ooh, this. Sorry, that fell on the mic. Okay, evidence bag can be actually folded and kept really nice. I've been hanging out to make this, and I even got my husband to buy cream, and he's out up to no good buying computer equipment, so I might bake scones while he's gone. Oh, sorry about the rattling. Yeah, I should stop. So, this is Mrs. McCarthy's award-winning strawberry scone excuse me. Oh my goodness, I've lost my stone from my chain too. I've got to go find that in a minute. Mrs. McCarthy's award-winning strawberry scone or scone mix. Carly's Specialities is the business that makes this, and the mix does not contain strawberries. It's 14 ounces of a flour scone mix. So In here is flour, sugar, baking powder and salt, made to the recommendations for making scones. It makes 10 scones. It gives you instructions. So you need, oh gosh, see, I don't do this, help. 9 tablespoons of butter. I'm Australian or I'm Irish. I weigh my ingredients. I don't know how to, I'm going to have to ask Google to convert that. 2 eggs, easy, and 1/3 of a cup of milk. I am getting the knack of milk, you know, liquids, cups and things like that, but 9 tablespoons of butter, it's like, help. All right. It says you can add 1/2 cup of raisins or a touch of, cinnamon. Nice. 1/2 cup chocolate chips or fold in fresh blueberries. Ooh, yum. Okay. Strawberry scone mix or scones anyway. And we also get a sweet strawberry preserve. This is made by Jocelyn and Co. from Arizona. It's only a little jar. It's the kind of jar that you would get in a hotel. Okay, so it's 1.4 ounces. So there's that. Cannot wait. They are getting made today. All right, digging in. Oh, hang on. The goodies. Okay. What I will actually do with the baking spoon to preserve it, I'll probably get some silk and tie it around like a noose kind of string and hang it somewhere in my craft room, or even in one of my cups or something. Anywho, strawberry scone mix, wooden baking spoon. This spoon was recovered from Carl's hotel suite. Do you think the murderer had an ironic sense of humour? Could this be a clue that he was poisoned? I'll tell you who done it at the end. Because we already know. Anyway, Mrs. McCarthy's strawberry scone mix was made by Carrie Lee's Specialities. We hear Carl was fond of scones for breakfast. This mix does not include strawberries, but should be used with the strawberry preserves included with the delicious treat, inspired by the Father Brown series. Now, I don't think I have actually watched Father Brown. I did have to Google it, and it wasn't familiar to me, so yeah, I'm a bit lost when that got mentioned. I was thinking some Irish weird priest series or something. It's not. Sweet strawberry preserves, and I stand to be corrected. I may have seen it. The strawberry preserves are made by Jocelyn & Co. Want to understand Carl's routine? Spoons of preserves on your morning scones. Okay. Now, I had to message Katie because I was just blown away by the detail in this. It's the project bag, but look. Okay, you're going to get close up. The Black Needle Society, it says in there, it says Black Needle Investigative Services, Undercover, Surveillance, Private Detective Services, all around here. Then you've got the Black Needle Society Private Detective Services, Special Investigation File. Now it says the file name is Weber. Sorry, I'm trying to read mirrored in my phone. File number, which is the case number, file number, case number, and drawer number 221B. Where's that from? Baker Street. And then the date. The date is actually the date of the retreat. That is a lovely touch. And it's confidential. Now, in this pouch, which all of Katie's inspired pouches are fantastic anyway. Okay, we have a card. We have evidence, and it's gold lined. And it says, ooh, okay, that's not a nice card to receive. Well, that is, but that's not. It says murderer. Okay, be like that then. And this would have added weight to it. This is all the evidence we had. So we've got interviews, transcripts here. We've got emails here. I've read all of this because we got it all electronically. Don't mind me. We've got hints in here. We've got an autopsy report. We've got, as I said, there's interview transcripts. Oh yeah, there's statements. Voluntary statement form. There's statements written, handwritten. And there's notes on these. And they've all been signed. And there's Melina Bloomington. And, oh yes, the officer recording this was R. Ed Harrington. What else were there? There's a USPS invoice declaration here. There's the Grand Plaza Hotel invoice. Excuse me, I've got mail. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was posty. Where was I? Oh yeah, paperwork. There is hotel invoices, shipping notices. There's the hotel invoice. Oh yeah, and I've got to read you some of these because these are hilarious. This is the map of the exhibition that was on, and Carl, the victim, was there with his assistant Judy. Okay, so tell me if these sound familiar to you, and I will take my time on these. Hanging by a thread designs. I was framed. Cooperage. Storage. Sharma stitching. Stitching friendships designs. Stitching goddess designs. Athena. She actually got a proper mention. Basiltoff Emporium had 2 rooms. Carl is Carl Basiltoff. The Red Rose. There was a vending machine. Brass Brook Samplers. Barbaric Designs. The Floss Toss had 2 rooms. On My Count Dye Works. The Melted Gourd Stitchery. Any of these sounding a little bit kind of... Oh, yeah. Heartbeat Samplery. Threadtopia. The Black Needle Society. Peach Parkway Samplers. 2 Week Fabrics. Carrie Bradshaw Designs and Goodbye to You Designs had a shared room. Pumpkin Way Stitchery. Select Stitches Designs. Mandala Mania Designs. Hands Off Designs. Winter Night Stitchworks. Quaker Imaginings. Nightingale Designs. Stitch Sharp Snips. Hare and Vixen Designs. I am loving, by the way, seeing Fox and Rabbit doing up their new digs. But yeah, Hare and Vixen Designs. Just as an aside, sorry. Dyed and Gone Fibres. Illicit Strands and the Spotted Dame. Alright, tell me, answers on a postcard, please. Which of those names did you go, oh my god, she's talking about such and such? Anyway, so we've got the exhibitor rooms. So if you've ever gone to a stitching retreat, you'll know that there's exhibitor tables and all that kind of jazz. So we've got Lewis meeting room and Clark meeting room in the hotel, and the Truman event meeting room. You know, there's somebody always watching you, and there's a copy of a check. You know, this is the detail that Katie has gone to. There is a check, a money order even here. This was all the paperwork that we had to sift through. So we got an electronic copy. For those of us who hadn't got our boxes yet, we got an electronic copy. Maybe everybody got one in the end, but when you got the box, you got all of that paperwork to sift through, and there was let me give you the throwaway line. Let me read to you Judy's interview, and let me just take Judy's, and these are all labelled. Probably, and I'm not going to read all of it. I am going to get to the point of this now. Hang on. Okay, so the policeman, like, this is a proper police interview Katie has created here. We have a statement from hotel staff member who indicated Mr. and Mrs. Weber were arguing at the event in the Truman Room. Can you recall what happened? Judy: I wasn't with them during the entire evening. I knew he was upset. I could hear them arguing before the party in my room. For the record, which room was your room? Judy: I was in room 224, the room next to his room 223. Our rooms were actually adjoining, so we could have a larger display space for his inventory during the event. Please, thank you. You were saying you heard an argument, Judy. Yes, well, he seemed agitated. I wasn't trying to listen in, but they were shouting. They seemed to think that she had been deliberately late. It meant a lot of extra work for the two of us. He wasn't in the best of health, you see, and I can only do so much help with the heavy lifting. I worried about him hurting himself. That night at the party, he seemed more tired than usual. Out of breath, maybe. I thought it was from all of the extra work he had taken on during the day. It didn't help his mood, and the two of them kept sniping at each other in the elevator ride down to the event. It was a bit uncomfortable, and I decided to make myself scarce once we arrived and picked up our drinks. Connie from the Floss Toss, who was also in the retreat, but it's so much fun, caught their attention at the bar, and the four of them began chatting. I excused myself to go and talk with the assistant from another shop. Oof, Miss Peabody, are you okay? Do you need to pause? No, I'm fine. It's just a toothache. I couldn't get an appointment before this trip. I have some medicine I can use to numb the pain for now. Did you notice any other tensions with anyone present at this event? That night? No one in particular. He'd been in a sour mood all day. It didn't change the party. I did hear him raise his voice later in the evening, and then Keisha, his wife, stormed out of the party. Also there. I don't know if he went after her, and I didn't see him downstairs that night. What time did you see Mrs. Weber leave? I think she left the party only a few minutes after it began. 5:15 maybe. I didn't see her again that night. What about earlier in the day or on Wednesday when you arrived? Mrs. Peabody? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking over... Oh, sorry, he's asking her, Mrs. Peabody, please. And then Judy said, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking over the last couple of days. Like I said, I wasn't in a good mood on Thursday. But really, he hadn't been in a good mood since we first arrived. This event was very stressful. We had inventory missing, and I know he had hoped to avoid a couple of the attendees. Please, such as? He asked me to help a few customers in particular that happened to come in. Eunice Butler, for one. Also there. She claimed he cheated on her, and she was supposed to have put in an order a few days ago and said Mr. Weber never delivered. I wasn't running the office at this time, so I can't say for sure, but I've organised all his paperwork for the last 7 years. I had never seen an order or invoice paid for the time she claims. That's all I'm telling you. So you've got these fishy little herrings given. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a bit. The project bag. Case file project bag, designed by the Black Needle Society. This file includes all of the paperwork you'll want to examine and solve the mystery. Also perfect for keeping the evidence all together. It was a brilliant project bag, and I think some of the girls have said that they brought this project bag around and they did get looks from people. Alright, moving some of this confetti aside. Alright, I don't think we had a choice in this one, but this was, it's a Wick Wish candle, Wick Wish company. And we all have different characters. So each of the candles have different characters. And I think what Katie ended up having to do was request from the artist to be able to use her artwork again. So they did do a Clue series and then they stopped. And she has requested that the artist do their arty work again, and the rest of it is all the same. So all of the candles are identical, it's just the artwork on the stickers. So it's a black raspberry, burgundy rose, dark vanilla bean, toasted marshmallow, and smouldering woods. It's an 8-inch candle, soy candle. Oh, I love that. I should burn more candles in here when I don't have the munchkin running around. She's not troublesome as such. So the candle, Clue character inspired candle, art by Sarah Johnson, as I said. She's stenciled SAI, made by Wick Wish Candle Company. Working late into the night to solve the case, shine a little light on the situation like with this. Clue inspired candle. Each detective received 1 of 6 character candles. So this is my Professor Plum. Okay, now this is some jewellery. Okay, this is the thread jewellery, 221B Baker Street. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to lose my spoon. There we go. All right, so I've got a little spoon and we have a key, and there is a plastic cover that you take off this thing. There always is when you get these plasticky things. Hang on. Let me get this. And then I'll carry on, because it'll be more visible if I can just get it. Oh, it's being a stubborn. I don't want to scratch the plastic by getting my knife to it. It's being really tricky. They are really tricky. Maybe even tweezers would be good to use. I might keep playing with that. The 221B Baker Street thread jewellery is designed by Doodle by Meg. Let Sherlock keep your threads safe at his London flat, which inspired this key thread jewellery design. Key thread jewellery design. Oh, goodness me. All you in the cheap seats, just give me some encouragement, please. Ah! Anyway, trust me, the plastic should come off. Probably easier when I'm not under stress on camera. Wait. Alright, without the stress of being watched. Peel off the plastic. If it's an acrylic cut like this, there is always this protective layer. So peel off your plastic and then you get to see this delicious. So you've got Sherlock and you've got the magnifying glass, and you've got a little magnifying glass here, which actually has these little embellishments on it. And I wonder, is it? It actually shows it upside down. So it's concave. Ooh. And it comes off. So be careful. I've twisted it the wrong way on the little ring. My fault. There we go. Alright, so there's the thread jewellery. Okay. And it also comes with these thread cards, floss cards. And as always with the floss cards that Katie has done in the past, they are often individual. Getting into these can be a right achievement. So the floss thread cards are designed by Hey Atlas Creative. Let the words of famous literary detectives inspire you as you try to stitch together clues. All right. So this one says, use your little grey cells, mon ami. Agatha Christie by Poirot, or Poirot said it. The criminal is the creative artist, the detective only the critic. G.K. Chesterton in Father Brown. When threatened with a hairbrush by a vicious woman, remain calm and speak in cold, level tones. Carolyn Keane, Nancy Drew. Now I've started watching the Nancy Drew series. It's on TV lately, not the old one, and it's very supernatural. It's interesting. The game is afoot. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes. There's even fingerprints. It's like, whoa! Like, decent fingerprints. I always like cases when the victim's been practically begging to be killed. It means I don't have to be sorry for him. Kerry Greenwood, Frine Fisher. Now these are a tacky playing card surface. These are really good, so they'll last. There is no detective in England equal to a spinster lady of uncertain age with plenty of time on her hands. Agatha Christie, Miss Marple. I love Miss Marple. Yes. So there are the cards. They are only one-sided. Okay. And you can put them then on your thread jewellery and keep them all together. Like such. Alright. I've got the pretty side on the wrong side. Oh, goodness me. Can't get good help these days. I don't know. That better? There we go. Alright. Dig, dig, dig. Alright. Ooh, I've taken two things. Oh, I've taken three things. Oh my goodness. What has happened? I seem to have doubles. Okay. I've got some more thread jewellery. And I have needle minders. All right, now these needle minders, okay, these bags here, they're not heat sealed, so it is only Ziploc bagged, so you don't need to tear them open. All right, so the magnet says, the impossible could not have happened. Therefore, the impossible must be possible, in spite of appearances, by Agatha Christie. Now, spoilers! Wait for it. Alright. The exclusive speciality, where am I? New. The fingerprint thread cards are designed by Hey Atlas Creative. Yeah, I've done that. The Must Be Possible needle minder is designed by Kristen De Palma. Use this needle minder featuring the original exclusive artwork created for cross-stitch pattern in this box. So this is very, very special, this needle minder. And that one, well, might just go to somebody special. And thread drops. Right, what do we got next? Oh, we got floss, we got floss, we got floss. We have De-Stitch Me. Brandy does such a good job with her silk dyeing. She won't have any more silk in her store, except what she's got in her store. She won't be doing any more on the Friday night fight nights until autumn, and she restocks everything. So we've got these 3 little treats because I love her silks. We have poinsettia for the red flowered Christmas plant. Beautiful scarlet red. We have red velvet, which is kind of a fuchsia pink. And these are 10 yards each. And then we have wine, a burgundy wine colour. Okay. And I think Brandy was given pretty much free reign in what colours she chose. But she chose the murdery kind of colours. So I think there were reasons why the colours were chosen. I can't remember what Katie had said about this. So the floss was by De-Stitch Me. Setting up a board to solve this murder, Brandy at De-Stitch Me has created some red thread to help you connect the clues. Alright. Dig, dig, dig. Dig, dig. Dig. Okay. There's another evidence bag. And yeah, they do come in multiple sizes. Oh. Yeah, okay. I don't recall what came in. Oh. So, oh. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. So, empty bag. And again, it says all the same thing on the bag. So again, whoever was printing these bags must have been going, why? Alright, now I won't open these. These are fabric identifier cards. So you've got a big hole here. You've got these gorgeous clips that are a little bit different from your normal safety clip, but they are a safety pin. They've got a safety end, and they're the little light bulb shapes. The card itself says dyer, fabric name, count, cut size, cuts made, and notes. And you can use that then on your fabric if you would like. They're all the same, I think, those ones. Now, oh, we've got some forensic evidence. And this is a tamper-proof seal. Ooh, there's your barcode. So keep that with it, because barcodes, right? Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, chain of evidence, evidence property. Do not cut here to open. Do not cut here to open. Do not cut here. You're not allowed to cut along the sides. You cut down here so that it can be sealed again properly. So, cutting bag. Oh, come on. just want to get into the bag enough to be able to then chop like a paper opener. Let her open out that one. There we go. Didn't feel very sharp. Okay. Ooh. Well, there's nothing filled in on this bag. These are pretty good bags. That's a funky little torch light pen here. Twist. There's a little protector on the bottom, so don't think that you can write on it before then. But oh, it's a click on and there's a little light, flashy. Okay, evidence. There's an evidence number. This is a 32 count linen dyed by Jody, and it says, "Do not wash." Now, all right, fun and games kind of over, in some ways. I'll see if I can do this against me. Probably not. Probably need to be in a dark room. This actually has blood spatter on it. Not real blood. It has blood spatter on it, and Jody has used a special technique to do that. And the thing with this blood spatter is you can only see it in UV light. So a nice little trick there. Katie had seen the fabric, and I might take my camera downstairs where it's dark. I can't see anything up here because it's too bright. But Katie had seen the blood spatter, and when she was given the opportunity to play with whether or not it was to be incorporated into the mystery, Jody then worked her behind off to get this method to work. So yeah, kudos, because it is a fantastic just little treat. So basically it's a blue linen, but under UV light there's blood spatter on it, and it was again clues to the murder. Because it's part of the story of Carl being murdered, the blue fabric that was stolen, and all of that kind of thing. So the where are we? The fabric identifier cards. No. Oh yes, I didn't read what fabric identifier cards said. By the Black Needle Society, they're curated by. There's no need to hire a detective to solve the mystery of what colour or count your fabric is with these handy attachable cards. Use one of the included safety pins to attach once the card has been filled out. The literary fingerprint thread cards, I've already read that one. Where is the fabric? The Invisible Ink pen, curated by the Black Needle Society. Doesn't say anything. Why is no ink coming out of this pen? Maybe you just need to shine a UV light from the end of your scribblings or the other items in the box. Also perfect for labeling your patterns and stash items. Now, I think someone had actually shined their light on everything, but the fabric is the only thing that glows. I'll have to play with that, because I think we did ask. So that's going to go back into the bag, especially down in my dusty workshop or craft room downstairs. Alright, so that's the fabric, and oh look, there's something down the bottom of the box. Confetti? Confetti. Okay. Look at this. Alright, now you saw the needle minder. It is a Kirsten De Palma design. It is, look. It's the needle minder. So it says the impossible could not have happened. Therefore, the impossible must be possible in spite of appearances, by Agatha Christie. So there it is there, nice and clear. Isn't that stunning? Now, there is a difference between the needle minder and the pattern. They were honoured to convert the exclusive lettering art into the cross-stitch design. And you can find the first draft of the design on the back of the chart, which matches the coordinating needle minder. On the left is the revised work for final cross-stitch conversion. So Kirsten is lettering artist in Halifax, Nova Scotia. For more than 6 years, she's been bringing stories to life in the beauty of lettering. You can now find some of her work around Nova Scotia inside Halifax Central Library, the Canteen, and outside Granville Hall, among many others. When she's not lettering, she spends most of her time antique shopping and watching junk and true crime TV. So, what has changed? There was a colour change with the lettering. I'm trying to think what it might be, but I can't. Oh, no, the keys are there. Everything seems to be there. Anyway, that is it. Isn't it fantastic? So, or there it is, even, along with reflections and everything else from the gorgeous lights. That's the pattern. It's pattern number 11 by the Black Needle Society, or Katie, who has worked together with that. It's 144 stitches by 224. The fabric is Evidence by Jodie Favish. So done on the blue fabric, it will look like that little picture on the left. There are 15 colours. We may have been given the colours or not, I can't recall, in advance. But yeah, there you go. The impossible must be possible. Gorgeous quote to have. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I think we had been given a choice in the fabrics to use, whether we wanted a linen or not. And I chose linen. I think maybe not. Maybe I didn't have a choice. These are ordered so far in advance, I actually can't recall. So this is a lovely light blue linen that it will be done on, and it's a 32 count, so 16 count is my sweet spot. And yeah, I think it had to be done on linen. The Ada wasn't taking the UV, maybe there was something like that in the story. So that is everything. So you've got the linen, the pattern. This doesn't go with it, but could be used actually in the red. You could use Be Stitch Me's silk in the red of the impossible word there. You could swap it out. You've got these gorgeous thread cards and key, which I keep putting around to the wrong side because I'm a dork. And you've got the key and the thread cards. You've got the fabric cards. You've got the project bag. Project bags are awesome. You've got the incidental little paper clips. You've got this gorgeous candle, which something like 10 hours in one of these. I don't know, it doesn't actually say it on this one. Or does it? No, just Vermouth inside. You've got the scone mix. You've got the strawberry jam. You've got the wooden spoon. Please don't ruin the faux fingerprints. I think it's so funny. It really is. You've got the little touches like the evidence bags. All three of them actually, because you've got the plastic bag as well, which I will get scissors on and actually cut that off sharp so it's not stretched. And you've got the small bag. I'm just awe-inspired by you, Katie, and Athena and Laura for letting Katie be this creative. I think is just an awesome nod to you as mum and friend and business partner and all of that kind of thing. I think it's awesome. Now, in the retreat, we had all these suspects. We actually had 8 suspects. Some people tried to create an extra suspect by somebody who ran away from the scene because, you know, there were dodgy people there too. There were 7, 8 suspects in the retreat, and people were quizzing them. And it turned out that one of the nurses had gone on to a hot tip with that little clue in the interview, with Judy going, oof, with her tooth. And she had pain relief on hand. Well, the reason she had pain relief on hand, and the reason why old Carl flew the coop, popped his clogs and demised in a bit of a mess, was because she had poisoned him with her tooth medicine. And the tooth medicine had made his skin go blue. And it was one of the hints that was also throughout the paperwork or whatever, that his skin was blue and that kind of thing. It was a throwaway line in the interview. And one of the girls, and this was a 5-6 hour retreat. 5 hours we had to question, and I think I got there 2 hours late as it was because time zones. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 5 and joined in, and the questions were being fired, and Judy was sitting there getting quizzed like nobody's business, and so were some of the other girls, and they just asked these questions about, what was the story with your tooth? And Judy mentioned something, and I had thought it was something to do with the dye for the cloth, for the blue cloth, and I was way off. And I thought Judy did it, but I thought she was covering for Eunice, who turned out just to be a shady customer who went in and stole some fabric. Even though old Carl was lying on the floor dead, she took the fabric anyway and didn't say anything. Seriously, these people are terrible. And these are all people who have been in the retreats in the past. It was so fun. And Judy was just brilliant being questioned. It was a fantastic retreat. It was 6 hours of fun and frivolity. Other people have already made the scones. Everyone else who, you know, they did the unboxing way before I got this. I've actually had this a week and haven't had a Sophie free moment to be able to record, to be honest, without her breaking in. So yeah, there you have it. There is a murder mystery by the Black Needle Society. Katie has done a cracking job. So Judy did it, and Judy did it because her son died in an accident or something that Carl had created. So she's worked for this dude for 7 years and took 7 years to commit her revenge by poisoning him with her toothache medicine. There you go. All right, now, if you go on to the Black Needle Society page now, again, link will be in the description. I think the trick or treat boxes are still available, maybe some, not all. And you can either choose the trick for the Halloween, which is Stephen King inspired. Athena has created this. This is seriously going to be spooky. And the treat is the treat boxes, because it's a happy Halloween and not everyone is into the spooky. So you can take a pick whether you want a trick box or a treat box or both. And I think there may be some still available. Go into the vault and check that out. If you want to check out some of the competition, the hashtag is Murder Mystery BNS on Instagram. And there were competitions. So from May 1 to 7, there was Murder Mystery Unboxing, Pattern and Needle Minder and Murder Weapon, Scone Mix, Strawberry Preserves, Spoon and Baking, Thread Jewellery, Floss Cards, Candle, Mystery Books, Fabric, ID, Cards, Pen, Forensics, Silk Floss, Project Bag and Solving the Mystery, and Black Needle Society Box and Halloween. And some of the girls had written copious notes. I mean, copious notes. for all of this. So if you want to go and check out some of the competition shots, go and check that out on Instagram. And yeah, well, that was fun. I really, really wish I had had the box for the retreat, but I had seen spoilers. That still didn't take away from the thrill of diving in. I will take all my gear downstairs and see if anything comes up with the UV light, and just have some fun, because I can. And yeah, try and take a picture in the dark. That will be tricky because the UV light's not very big, but I do actually have a COVID UV torch as well, so I might have 2 torches somehow. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to go make some scones and enjoy them, maybe, before the others get home. Yeah. Alright, thank you for joining me. As I said, or I have asked, if you're not already subscribed, please click subscribe. Please drop me a comment. Which of these things did you love the most out of this? I mean, the effort Katie has put into this is just phenomenal. So yeah, so impressed with that. Tell me your thoughts. Alright, I'll let you go. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now. See you around on the tubes. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.